We're sitting here with Coach Todd, our executive director here at the AFCA, and we're checking out Greenwood High School, who's off to an extremely hot start. Played Northside and Southside there in Arkansas. Northside beat them last year, so they had a little chip on their shoulder, and they've been doing some really creative stuff offensively. So we're just going to kind of dive in, check out a couple plays, and talk about some of the good stuff that they're doing. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Excited about this. Rick's always done a great job, I think, especially offensively and in terms of challenging defenses. His teams are always well prepared. That's why he's so successful.
They've done a tremendous job of hopping in and out of personnel sets, taking advantage of some pre-snap movements to gain leverage and challenge the defense to play sound football.
One of the things that movement motion does is it helps, obviously, the quarterback distinguish coverage. But the other thing it does, and especially with some of the things they're doing, which is pretty creative again, is it really challenges the blitz structures in terms of who's got who man to man.
Absolutely.
And, on this first play, you see that come to fruition to where there was certainly some confusion. There's multiple options here because of the single coverage with the pressure that's coming. And these are some difficult exotic blitzes to pick up too, which I think is impressive that they got some protection here.
One of the things I really liked about it was the fact that it was a good schematic play call. In general, even if you don't have some of the hiccups defensively, just calling mesh, trying to get the natural rub between the backs, motion out the backfield and slot receiver here. Hope to pop somebody open. And like you said, you challenge them to, make sure that they get home on the blitz by taking your protection away and sending them out on the route.
Yeah, maybe a little bit sooner. And one of the interesting things about that is I think, like you mentioned with the meshes, you have the opportunity, if he does get pressure, to drop it down to one of the shallow crosses. But you've also got the wheel route, and then if you are well protected, as you might have noticed, that post route here at the bottom of the screen was wide open.
Absolutely.
Too. So you have multiple options for the quarterback, which is always a great place to start, and that way you can extend the ball to different receivers, different locations on the field. Great play design, perfect timing.